Morning friends. Today we are back for the repertorial rubrics. We had been looking through some pathological rubrics also, and today we are going to know some rubrics from in the mind chapter, which are constitutional pattern, which reflect the constitutional patterns, and one of them is the dignified. And let us see this dignified as a rubrics today. And its clinical importance. So dignified represents a refined and often misunderstood mental state in homeopathic repertory. It denotes a personality characterized by self-respect, composure, restraint, and an inherent sense of honor. Unlike arrogance or pomposity, dignity reflects an internalized ethical and emotional equilibrium. So we shall be learning into this rubrics in details. In homeopathic mental rubrics often captures the subtle nuance of the human personality. The rubrics dignified is one such subtle yet clinically significant state. It is not merely behavioral but reflects a deeper constitutional traits, how an individual perceives self-worth, social conduct and emotional expressions. A dignified person maintains composure even under the stress, avoids unnecessary emotional display, possesses an innate sense of self-respect, and often appears reserved, graceful, and controlled. However, this rubrics may be overlooked because it is quiet and non-expressive, unlike the dramatic or pathological mental states. Now, the word meaning for the origin of this word dignified, it originates from the dignitas, that is worthiness, honor, merit. Dignus is the worthy. So, dignity fundamentally means a state of being worthy of respect due to the inner value and moral strength. In homeopathic understanding, this aligns with the inner moral framework, emotional restraint, and self-respect behavior. Historically, you can see that Hahnemann emphasized on the individuality and internal balance, indirectly referring dignified states as a sign of harmony. And Kent included such refined rubrics under mental generals, recognizing their importance in constitutional prescribing. Evolution, early repertory found more focus on the pathological mental states, but later development in the Kent-Boger synthesis began incorporating personality-based rubrics, which includes the dignified behavior. Its understanding in the Indian perspective is rooted in the Maryada, conduct within self-ethical boundaries, linked with the Sattva Gun, purity, balance and vision, and seen in the personality with calm, authority and restraint. International perspective, Western psychology associates dignity with the emotional intelligence, self-regulations and maturity of the ego pattern. Then religious and philosophical references are there. Bhagavad Gita talks about the Sthit Prajna and means stable-minded persons, embodied dignity, calm, controlled and unaffected by extremes. In Western philosophy, dignity is maintaining composure regardless of the external circumstances. And in Buddhism, equanimity, upekha, resembles the dignified calmness. Psychological features, a dignified individual shows emotional restraint, self-respect without ego inflations, controlled expressions of grief, anger or joy, and avoidance of drama or attention seeking. Internal states, sensitivity but control, strong moral compasses, and fear of losing respect or honor. The clinical features, in practice, such patients may represent chronic element with the suppressed emotions, psychosomatic conditions, silent suffering, and polite but distant demeanor. The patient expressions, you can see, they may be talking like, I don't like to show my emotions, I prefer to handle things quietly, I don't want to lose my self-respect, I can tolerate but I won't beg. Non-verbal cues are upright postures, controlled gestures, and minimal emotional display. The cross references are reserved, haughty, pride, elements from mortification, and fastidious. The opposite rubrics compared with the tranquility. Dignified is a moral restraint, self-respect. Tranquility is inner peace, absence of distractions. Dignity may exist without peace, but inner struggle will be the hidden. Dignified versus solemn. Dignified is graceful restraint, solemn is serious, often heavy or grave. Sobriety may be rigidity, but dignity is a balanced. And dignified versus pompous. Dignified is a genuine self-respect. Pomposity is artificial superiority show-off. So pomposity is inflated ego, and dignity is a controlled ego. So opposite rubrics are frivolous, boisterous, loquacity, imprudence. The miasmatic understanding of those rubrics are the soric are usually moral awareness, struggle to maintain dignity, psychotic suppression of emotions and maintaining outward image, and syphilitic loss of dignity, self-destructive tendency. And this rubrics dignified is mainly sorrow-psychotic, reflecting the controlled and suppressions. The key remedies under this rubrics are the carcinosin. It is over-controlled personality, maintains dignity despite the suffering, polite, refined perfectionist, and suppressed emotions. Dignity here is learned restraint due to the upbringing. Calcarea Ka patients are quiet dignity, simplicity with self-respect, and non-expressive but weakness. And here it is grounded stability. Nettram Ka are sensitive yet reserved, avoid emotional exposures, and maintain quiet dignity. Dignity here is defensive and withdrawal. Nettram Muriticum, classical, dignified personality, a silent grief, avoid consolations, and here the dignity is self-protections. Staphylococcus patients are deep sense of honor, suppressed anger due to the insult, and cannot tolerate humiliations. So here the dignity is injured pride with the suppressions. So Scipia may be there, also there, indifferences but maintaining dignity and emotional detachment. So you can see that Calcarea Ka have the cultivated dignity with the perfectionism. Carcinosin has the cultivated dignity with the perfectionism. Calcarea Ka natural dignity with the stability. Nettram Ka with a defensive dignity and with sensitivity. Emotional Nettram Mute is emotional dignity with a silent group, and Staphylococcus reactive with a suppressed anger. During the case taking, you have to observe the patient who are avoiding emotional display. Is there a strong sense of self-respect? Does the patient suppress feeling rather than express? So important clues are polite but distant behavior, controlled voice, refusal to complain openly. And clinical significance is it is usually useful in chronic cases, psychosomatic disorder, cases with suppressed emotions. This rubric is related to the partially related to the tranquility, where external calmness but not necessarily the inner peace. It is related to the solemnity, but there is a less rigidity in this rubric, and it is just opposite to the pomposity. So, and now this rubric's dignified represents a refined psychological state reflecting inner strength, self-respect, and emotional control. It is subtle yet clinically significant, especially in chronic and deeply suppressed cases. Understanding its differentiation from similar rubrics like tranquility, solemnity, and pomposity is essential for accurate remedy selections. So among remedy, Nettram Muriticum, Staphylococcus, Carcinosin, Calcarea Ka, and Nettram Ka prominently exhibit this trait, each with the unique underlying emotional dynamic. And recognizing dignity in a patient require keen observation, sensitivity, and deep case analysis, which makes a hallmark advance of the homeopathic practice. So with this, I will be concluding my sessions for today. If you want to listen to me in Hindi also, you can go to my Facebook channel, Facebook and YouTube channel, where every day we are posting many rubrics, and there is a vast storehouse of the rubrics beside other subjects also. So with this, thank you. Keep learning, keep understanding, and keep cultivating yourself to be the best practitioners of homeopathy. Thank you very much.